Hi everyone, Grant K here for the Smoke Learning channel. In the previous video, we discussed the application of the Gmasks, where to find the tools, and ultimately how to create the Gmasks. In this video, we'll go through the various options when editing the Gmasks shape. If you would like to follow along, please click the link in the YouTube description to download the media. Or if you're watching the podcast version of this video, then type the link displayed in your internet browser. Let's go ahead and add a new mask to this shot. Remember all the different methods when it comes to creating a mask. Finally, ensure you close the Gmask to complete the shape. When it comes to manipulating the Gmask shape after creating it, all your tools are located in the Tools pull-down menu. The middle section of the pull-down menu contains all the tools to perform various tasks. Obviously, we are normally in Select mode. This is mapped to Shift-M. This allows you to select any vertex or group of vertices and move them around. However, you can also use Select Points in the Tools pull-down menu. This is mapped to Shift-S. With this mode, you can select the vertices but not move them. This may seem silly at first. However, it is extremely useful to select a bunch of vertices and not accidentally move them when trying to select them. I doubt it's used very often, but it can be useful for selecting detailed work. Obviously, the next option to look at is adding points. You can choose this in the Tools pull-down menu or press Shift-A on your keyboard. When you click anywhere on the mask shape, this should add a new vertex at that point on the spline. If you have already animated the mask shape, the new vertex point will just interpolate with the movement in the animation. Now there is one option that will affect adding points which some of you may encounter. Go to the Node Preferences menu. If you are dealing with a rounded edge on a mask shape and Auto Tangent is on, the new vertex point is added and it will create tangents to match the shape of the curve. If Auto Tangent is off, then any new vertex will be created as a corner without tangents. This will change the appearance of the rounded edge on the mask shape. So Auto Tangent should be on when adding additional vertices to the edge of a Gmask. This brings up a question that was also encountered when creating the mask. If you have created a corner or rounded edge, how do you switch between the two? The answer lies in the next tool mode. Click the Tool pull-down menu and choose Break Tangents. This is mapped to Shift-B. When you click and drag on a corner vertex, the tangents will appear and the edge will be rounded out. If you click and drag on any tangent, this will break the tangent connection and you can redirect each tangent handle to reshape the Gmask. Just note that if you click on any vertex that already has tangent handles, it will be converted into a corner and the tangents are removed. This brings me to a great tip. If you have a whole bunch of vertices that you want to convert to corners, it's really easy. Hold Command and drag a box selection over the vertices you want to break. Still in Break Tangent mode, click any one of the vertices and the selection will be converted. Similarly, if you have selected a bunch of vertices as corners and you want to smooth them out, change the Tool pull-down menu to Auto Tangent. This is mapped to the Shift-U keyboard shortcut. Click on any vertex. All the vertices are given tangents and you now have rounded edges. The Auto Tangent sets a standard tangent length and aligns the tangents to their neighborly vertex points. Here's a small tip. If you find that a vertex and its tangents are too close together, every time you click and drag, you can only move the vertex. If you need to grab the tangents and not the vertex, hold the Q keyboard shortcut and try again. This will lock the vertex in place and you can move the tangents without any issues. So we can move vertices and tangents, add new vertices, break the tangents, and smooth them out. You can also deactivate as well as delete vertices. Click the Tools pull-down menu and choose Delete. This is mapped to Shift-D. The first time you click on a vertex, it deactivates it. To re-enable the vertex, switch to Add Points mode and click on the vertex. Please note that the deactivation is keyframeable, so you can animate a vertex, turn it off when you don't need it, and turn it back on when you do. To completely delete a vertex point or a selection of vertices, ensure you're in delete mode and double-click on the vertex. As a final tip, there is one extra function that is not so obvious. Hold Command and drag a box selection around all the vertices. In the Tools pull-down menu, choose Scale Points. When you click and drag on the vertices, this scales the points from the center of the shape. In the next video, we'll look at all the different softening options when it comes to feathering a Gmask. Comments, feedback, and suggestions are always welcome and appreciated. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to the Smoke Learning channel for future videos.